everybody. Hello, I'm Randy Weinel of ESPN Behind the Lines. Right now we're covering a story of a boy named Bill Tecklenburg. Some of you may have heard of Bill. He was just recently drafted out of high school. I'm sitting to my right. This is the man that is in charge of signing Bill Tecklenburg, Doug DeCenzo.
Yeah,
Glad to have you here. Glad to have you. This to my left is Billy Tecklenburg's best friend, Gordon Bombay. Gordon, what are some comments that you have on your best friend just getting drafted?
Well, Bill Tecklenburg, probably one of the best second basemen I've seen. He's going to revolutionize the sport and be the new face of baseball.
And Doug, what do you have to comment on that? You signed the kid.
I really like his mental part of the game. Likes to go backside a lot. It's really what we teach a lot in the game. And he's got a great stick on him. Really drives the ball. Quick hands. Just five-tool player. He just needs to work on the strength. He's got the speed, but needs to work on the strength. So he's really about a four-tool player.
Definitely, as you can see, I mean, Bill, he's definitely got a little bit this summer season. And, working on the strength, we can see in the weight room, Bill. And, like you said, he uses his speed, but he's definitely going to have to improve on his size if he wants to make it at the major league level. So, Bill, if I could interrupt you for a minute, taking time out of your BP, first of all, congratulations.
Appreciate it.
You're just drafted out of high school.
Absolutely.
You just signed a record $20 million.
I mean, I'm rolling in money.
Unbelievable. It's unbelievable. What are some comments on you say, guys doubting you on your size? What do you think about that?
I mean, that's all right. It's not a big deal. I've played since as long as I can remember, being about $150. Hit the weight room a little bit, a little protein, no big deal.
Yeah, it is no big deal. So you pride yourself on speed, but this high school season you actually hit 17 home runs. Comment on that a little bit.
I mean, stay behind the ball, quick hands, quick, strong wrists. You don't really need a whole lot of, chest strength. It comes from the legs and the hands,
Yep. And Bill, talking with some guys around the league, one of the big things they stress on is you're just absolutely in love with the game of baseball. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
I mean, it is the greatest sport, no doubt. So I just love to play, come to the ballpark every day and work,
And Bill, how do you feel? You just got drafted in the midst of the Alex Rodriguez allegations coming out, and the Barry Bonds and the Falco, and all the other steroids. What's your take on that?
Well, clearly I don't use steroids, so you don't got to worry about that. But I mean, guys who use steroids are all fakes. Can't hang with the big boys, and now you got to use steroids. You got to try to cheat to get ahead.
Absolutely. So I mean, what do you think? You could be even facing pitchers that are juiced up. How do you feel about that?
I'm better than all of them.
You're better than all of them? All right, well, as you can see, let's let Bill keep hitting because, he's just got a great swing. Doug, break down the swing just a little bit more, All right. You can see he's got a nice stack.
He stays tall on the ball, doesn't get too out in front. What I like best is really just his mental part of the game. He's a dirty player.
Dirty Bill, I've heard him called at Troy High School.
Real aggressive, doesn't get cheated. He just an outstanding young man.
Absolutely. So with that, we'll head back to the game. But Bill, once again, congratulations on your record-breaking deal. It's truly amazing. Alongside me, Doug DeCenzo, best friend Gordon Bombay, and a wonderful batting practice pitcher Corey Hartman right there. And with that, that's a wrap. Back to Randy Weinel once again reporting for part 2 of our segment. I'm here with Dr. Gregory House. Gregory, it's a pleasure to have you.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Good. And with the recent steroid allegations and Bill Tecklenburg failing a drug test, this really hits me hardest. I interviewed the guy out of high school, took time out of my busy schedule, and he's embarrassed me first and foremost. And I just want to clear the air, Dr. House. What are the effects that steroids has in the body? Does it really help in baseball?
It's a dramatic increase in player performance in baseball. Fast twitch muscle fibers, muscle mass, basically everything about the player's increased. Well, maybe not everything, but basically, the bigger you are, the farther you can hit the ball. Especially in his case, coming out of high school, 150 pounds, now 220 pounds. mean, that's a big increase for a smaller
And we need to
guy.
add, that's not fat. That's all muscle.
Yeah, that's
correct?
all muscle.
And you also said that not everything is bigger. So with that, can you go into detail, the effects that steroids has on the body, as far as health problems?
Yeah, I mean, kidney problems, liver problems, back acne, roid rage. Roid rage is a big, big issue. I mean, I'm pretty sure I've heard or read a report that he, punched a reporter. I mean, that could be a case.
Which is true, yep.
And coming out of high school, it's kind of playing small ball. Well now, you know what I mean.
Absolutely, absolutely.
But basically, it's a big, big risk. Death, hospitalization, everything.
I mean that, and what do steroids have on its effect? Say Bill wants to have kids. What do steroids do? To like infertility problems.
Low sperm count. Smaller testicles, all that kind of stuff. It's not good. Other than getting bigger and playing better, probably, it's a real big risk.
Absolutely, absolutely. So, in your opinion, you're a highly, highly thought of doctor in this area.
Around the world.
Around the world, actually. So, what, in your opinion, is Billy Tecklenburg on steroids?
Well, I don't want to, say something that's not true, but in my expert opinion, I would definitely have to say, with such an increase in his body, yes, I would say definitely.
Yep. And once again, it's a sad, sad day in baseball when, one of the players that was thought to save the game really hurts it. So, with that, we'll head back to the studio and stay tuned for the dramatic conclusion of the story of William Tecklenburg. We're here for part 3 of the dramatic conclusion of the life and story of Billy Tecklenburg. I'm here with the man, Doug DeCenzo, who's in charge, of signing Bill Tecklenburg. This guy signed for $20 million out of high school. We talked about how clean and pure of a player he was, and he's ruined the game. Mm-hmm. Everything he's supposed to do, he's done the opposite. Mm-hmm. I mean, look, he's put on 85 pounds of muscle in 4 years. He's banned from baseball. What do you think about it?
It's just a big disappointment. Like you said, he came out of high school, just had every intention just to do big things, but got involved, got caught up in the wrong stuff, and it's just let him know where, he was like a friend to me. He was my biggest ever person I ever signed before, and just made me look like an idiot, and made himself look like an idiot. So
absolutely. I mean, Billy, what do you have to say? As far as the allegations, what do you have to say on them? Bill, are you not even going to answer to the first guy that did, your first interview? Can you please just answer what you got to say about the steroid allegations? Come on, one more time, Bill.
His accusations are false. Not on steroids.
What do you have to say about the 85 pounds of muscle you put on? Come on, Bill. Just sit down and get an interview with us.
Come on, Bill. It's me, Dougie D. Do it for Doug.
Come on, Bill. Sit down and have an interview with us.
It's all natural. Don't worry about it.
Well, MLB and Bud Selig said, you failed 4 drug tests. What do you have to say about that?